So we've come from a place where customer service and customer support had to do with the customer initiating a conversation with the organization. And sometimes it's because of a pain that they are experiencing with the organization. And they find that they need to contact you in one way or another. The channels are now very broad. It previously used to be simply calling in.
Or writing a letter.
And then we've now moved to they can email and they can even indicate their pain on social media. Now, we've moved from that and now we're in a place where activity is not productivity. We're not saying...
say that again. Activity is not... You've become a motivational speaker. Activity is not productivity.
Don't get me started, Wavi. You can be very busy.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And they say sometimes you're running around, literally, but you're not progressing. You're not moving the needle.
Yeah.
And so when we still remain at the customer must initiate and then we respond, we are still in that cycle of, in fact, training our customers that up to and until they initiate a conversation with us, we will literally not touch that item or do anything about it. And now what organizations need to do is to ask themselves why some issues are recurring.
Right. Why
certain phone calls always come into our call center. Why do we receive this on our social media messaging? So then it becomes, is there something we need to find out about, dig deeper, and solve at root cause?
Right.
Then we are doing customer experience because we are now looking at what is it our customers are experiencing, actioning before they even call us. What's that thing that we can influence before they need to call us?
So it's really about addressing the issues upstream.
Yeah.
Because if we take a look at the traditional way of doing CX, you're reacting to the issues downstream.
Yeah.
So if what you're saying or what I'm hearing you say is that for us to practice CX as a craft, then it means we have to build the discipline of addressing the issues upstream.
That's it. That's it. And Wavi, you're mentioning a book we have in common.
Yes.
Upstream. By Dan Heath.
Yes.
Yeah. And he talks about, he opens rather with a story, a very powerful story at the beginning of the book where he says, you know, suppose you're hanging out with your friend downstream somewhere where the water is cool and moving quite gently, and suddenly you hear the scream of a child that needs rescuing, and they've just come down from the roar of those waters. Before you know it, you have that child out and safe, but within a few minutes, you hear another scream. And then you hear another scream. And so one of the friends looks at the other and says, hey, you need to help me because we have some issues to deal with here. And the other friend says, no, I'm looking up towards where the problem stems from.
Correct.
If I can solve it there, then we do not have to keep reacting to what we are seeing downstream.